So I've really enjoyed watching Carl's videos and other videos on this group, and I have a very high passion for teaching as well and coming up with creative ideas to help people internalize the rhythm. So here's my contribution for today. I have a tamborim here, and I'm going to put on these headphones. Now, what I'm going to play on the tamborim, it represents what I'm hearing. And so what I've done is, as many of you know, getting people in your group or yourself to try to play, can be challenging. So what I did was, I think that's the tempo that I set as my goal tempo. But to start, this is what I played. One of the things I noticed when I actually went to Brazil was the emphasis of the pulse. Because a lot of people who I'd learned samba from, they were telling me, but then once you start to learn the parts, you realize that can actually interfere with the rhythm. But that so that was the first part. Now, I'm gonna keep the same speed and spacing of the notes, or actually the same speed of notes, but then I'm gonna close the gap now a little bit. So let's see what that sounds like. Okay, so again, we're still emphasizing the pulse, giving yourself time in between to rest, and also give you a nice upstroke before the down. So yeah, the pulse is sort of do, do, because yes, keeping this, that's the hardest part. So then we just close the gap more. So let's go. Okay, and then we'll go to here. Okay, then we go, let's make a big jump here. And we'll jump to almost where we want to be. Okay, so what I found was I just put in 4 notes, ba ba da ba. And what I found was that by just closing that gap in, you can get really close to the samba feel. And of course, the samba feel can differ between different samba schools, individual people, which is also what makes samba so cool. Is there's not one right way to do the feel. So people who've trained to be very narrowly minded and that's all they know. Ba, 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 ba. They know no other subdivision, or and the samba swing kind of exists in between there. So by closing that gap, watch what happens now when I'm right about 20 clicks away from closing it. Okay, and then if we get a little tighter, okay, and then even tighter, starts to sound almost like steady notes. I'm going to give you a chance to hear what I'm hearing. Okay, so the initial sample that I put in was just this. Just like that. Now, you can also put the surdo in. So now, once whoever is working on this has understood, this idea that you're trying to create a pulse with what you're playing, and then you're creating an imperfect as far as being able to spread the beat out 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you got that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so by having that space that's a little bigger on the last one, you're getting more towards a triplet. And when you hear the samba schools play from a distance, you kind of hear. And I think it has a lot to do with it has everything to do with, when you have the verbalization, tak chka tak chka tak chka tak chka tak, the kitche. Those are the small notes, So that, as far as stamina goes, you kind of get those two for free, And all you have to really worry about is. So that's the way I kind of developed this. Once, there's a lot of great videos out there. Carl has a wonderful video where he talked. I've done it a few times, but I don't want to speak for him. But if you get your people or yourself to get to, if you just get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I feel like a lot of people can get that and they get excited about it. So then they want to go faster. So just getting that. Once you have that, then you just spread it out so that the stamina isn't an issue, and then you continue to close that gap while the stamina increases, and then before you know it, you're playing the cartero and in a way that's like closer to samba. Now, I don't want to say that this is like the samba swing. When I had it more open, it sounded more like this. But when you listen to the samba schools, you hear any number of ways. Some samba schools, you hear more of all 4 notes. Other ones, you hear more like. Anyway, I don't want to try and demonstrate it because, I've developed the way I play and that is what it is. So anyway, that's just a way I've been doing this. If you have any questions about how to do this, let me know, but it just involves making a sample and putting it in a program, and then you're all set. All right, so have a good one, and it's good to be with you.